Ain't ready, MP.
Woo! I think it's time to do some laundry. That outfit smells foul.
Looking good, MP.
Showtime, MP. True ballers only.
The National Basketball Association are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection.
And a little glimpse, a little feel of basketball fever. These fans are feeling it in anticipation of this big game. And thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy. In the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Simmons is out there with Collier, and it's Crawford at the one. Here's Simmons, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, the defender all over.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And Simmons drops them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's McCain. A three-pointer, no good. Lets the three fly. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here are the Jazz now. This team is on quite a run. They're in the midst of a 14-game winning streak.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And stolen by Simmons. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Gray. Last game with 30 points. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially. He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
And it's Thunder missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
And so it's Charlotte with it after the miss from Thunder. It's intercepted. One-on-one here. Wade on the wing. They set the pick. 20 feet out. And it falls over the rim and in.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Hornets leading by 5. Here's Gray. 5 points in the game. For the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gray's got 8.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run. And checking out the numbers for Simmons. Just an incredible month of basketball. Getting around 24 points per, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
Pass to Crawford. Here's Postov. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Jazz trail by 8. Fires the 3. Another miss by Utah. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And Simmons kicks to Crawford. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Thunder, Wade left side. He can't hit that time. And so Crawford will bring it up for Charlotte. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the 2 teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Hornets leading by 8. Outside, Simmons. Right wing. Pass to Collier. 5 to shoot. Simmons inside. And it's Wade with the rebound.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Thunder. Here's Bailey. Still scoreless. That one falls. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Hawks.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Pass to Collier. Crawford outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Utah with the rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here's Simmons. A 17-point game for him in the win against Atlanta. Pass to Collier. Six on the shot clock. Crawford finds Simmons. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's McCain. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Now here's Wade. 9-point game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
To the right side. Gurovic. The Jazz with another miss. For Charlotte, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting about 50% here tonight.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Gravett. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Crawford, right side. Utah with the rebound. Pass to Lou. Driving inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Gravett. And here's Crawford. 1:37 left to play in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Goes up on the block. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Into the lane. Yep, that one goes in there.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Charlotte leading by 7. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Suns was a driven man. He scored 35 points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Jazz trail by 6. Pass to Hendricks. The Jazz working the ball around now. Setting up the half-court offense now.
They've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half court.
Out left to the wing. Outside, Simmons. And the jumper falls for him. Simmons got 6. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Up. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
We've got Griffin. Lou is out there with Thunder. And it's Ferguson in at the center filling out the middle. That's the group right now for Utah. And now Utah, fast break. The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Pass to Gravett, 6 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. Here's Morris. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Lou. And the rejection by Smith. outside Griffin. Off target with his 3. Charlotte leading by 6. Here's Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on A.J. Griffin.
Yeah, easy call.
The Hornets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
2 shots.
And Morris drops them both. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Lou. Back to Griffin. Here's Thunder. In the corner, it's Griffin. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Thunder. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Charlotte has gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. And the shot goes in. Morris has got 6.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Back to Griffin. And it's good off the back rim and in. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. To the inside. Craig. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
They get the rebound. Morris tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. Smith's got his first bucket of the night.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Thunder. His 3-pointers off the mark. Hornets leading by 10. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest.
Some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick. Shaq?
Shaq Shadama says you've picked the wrong guy, Kenny.
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first-half effort for the Hornets.
Hey, these guys are a bunch of artists, man. You know why? They live for the paint.
Oh, that joke was weak, but their play style is Diesel approved.
I wouldn't say the joke was weak, it just needed a capper. And that'll do it for...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. So it's Utah now. They trail by 7. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Collier out there with Simmons. And it's Crawford at the point guard position. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's McCain. Pass to Wade. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Thunder, guarded by Crawford. And it's Thunder missing. And so Crawford will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now here's Simmons. From the wing, it's deflected. Here's Thunder, guarded by Crawford. Gray passes to Crawford. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Crawford. Jazz trail by 9. Pass to Thunder. Here's McCain. Here's Thunder, guarded by Crawford. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Knocks down the 3 ball. McCain's got 9 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Simmons, the bounce pass. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Here's Thunder. Back to Wade. Pass to Thunder. Here's Ferguson. Here's McCain. 9 points in the game so far. Finds himself wide open and drills it. 11 points in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
There's a good screen. And the Jazz, another 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Give yourself a round of applause.
To the left side wing. Here's Gray. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Pass to Thunder. Clock at 6. To the wing on the left. For the lead, Ferguson. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. 3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Here's Gray. He's got 13. Crawford outside. And it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Bailey. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Jazz have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. So it's the Hornets now. Ball stolen. In transition, here come the Jazz. And Wade slams it in.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
And the Hornets call time here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Crawford looking over the floor. They could use a bucket. Utah with the rebound. Here's McCain. 14 points for him. Pass to Ferguson. Here's Thunder. Here's McCain. They set the pick. Launches a 3. The rebound by Collier. Collier's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Thunder passes to Bailey. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop. Now it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
Oh my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Crawford outside. It's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And the foul called on Thunder. That's his first foul. And the Hornets call time here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Jazz. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
And seeing where Utah is, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
And it's the Jazz's ball. Good momentum, 14 straight points. Gurovic, and Utah again with the bucket. Here's Crawford. 16 points for him. Down low, here's Postov. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 9 points in the game so far.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
It's tipped. Jazz passing it around. Wade, a screen on Crawford. Thunder offline with his 3.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
No good from Simmons. And it's the Jazz's ball. They've outscored him 16 points to 2, not slowing down. And the basket by Bailey. Bailey's got the lead up to 8 now for Utah.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Crawford kicks to Simmons. Connects from three-point range.
3 points.
Simmons got 15 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Crawford with the ball. Now guarded by Thunder. Crawford outside. Pass to Simmons. There's the 3. Utah with the rebound. Ferguson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. There's a screen. Here's Thunder. Wade, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bailey. And a miss there on the triple. Hornets trail by 5. Outside, Simmons. A floater. The rebound by the Jazz. Ferguson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Wade misses.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Gray passes to Crawford. Morris outside. Crawford outside. Three-pointer buries the long-range jumper. Crawford's got 19 points.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Gurovic guarded by Crawford. Morris against Wade. And the layup's good off the glass. Wade's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Gray. 13 points in the game. Puts it up. And now Utah, fast break, looking to end his cold spell.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Just to Thunder. There's the screen. Traps in the tray. And now a 9-point Utah lead. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Utah Jazz.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
He's called timeout. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Ferguson, the pass to Thunder. And here's Wade. Good work defensively by Morris.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
They've got Thunder. Ferguson out there with Wade. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Pass to Thunder. Now here's Crawford. Here's Gray. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Out to the wing. Over to the left wing. Corner shot. McCain's shot is off.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. And I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
A putback, and it's put back up and in by Wade. And the Jazz lead by 9.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Here. Here's Gray. Driving in. Fires from the line. Ferguson with the rebound. Jazz leading by 9. 3-pointer.
Fourth personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Charlotte's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. It's good from long range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Out to the right wing. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's McCain. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. McCain's got 16 here in the second half. Now Crawford. Pass to Simmons. Here's Gray. Shot clock at 6. Crawford outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's the teardrop. Here's Thunder. Out to the right wing. Here's Bailey. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Pass to Gray. And here's Crawford. And here's Simmons for 3. Utah with the rebound. Wade's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Here's Ferguson. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Collier, he's checked in for Adams. Kept alive.
You just have to love that grit and effort on the glass. No problems battling for the basketball.
Here's Gray. Beyond the arc. Ferguson with the rebound. Ferguson's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. McCain's shot is off.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Crawford outside. Charlotte no good that time either.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
A nice shot by McCain.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Crawford with the ball. Pass to Gray. They need this. They grab their own miss. And it's Collier missing. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
From outside the arc, a nice shot by McCain. McCain's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so Crawford will bring it up for Charlotte. 17-point game. Left block shot on the way. It's Crawford on the wing. No good with the triple.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Here's Wade. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Fourth team foul.
And that one falls for Wade. And Wade drops them both. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know...
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. This Portland crowd ain't ready for your flavor. Sure, what's up? over here.
We can be humble.
MP. You changed a lot of people's minds by winning the NBA Cup.
Okay.
Mine included. That first half of the season was a real eye-opener for me.
Cliff, I've been trying to tell you, we're farther along than what you think. We about to shock the world.
You identified a goal and you made it happen, and that's commendable. But you start acting like it's all sunshine and rainbows, and we'll get knocked down a peg faster than you can say Cup champs.
We got a lot of work to do. I understand that.
Well, then let's take a look at your second half goals. You got to keep grinding if you want to keep surprising people.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Coach. You know that.
All right. Take a look at this list. Let me know what you want to focus on.
I want to focus on my playmaking. It's always...
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every...
Yo, MP, let's go.